This week, our European backpacking adventure is coming to an end. And for most of this trip, we've stuck to spending $100 a day. Well, now we're in Switzerland, which is consistently ranked one of the most expensive countries in the world. It's home to the Swiss Alps, Swiss cheese, Swiss army knives, and my personal favorite, cows. So for the last time, we're Jimmy and Natalie, an American couple backpacking through Europe. We'll be doing our best to keep the cost down even while we're in Switzerland, making some compromises to the typical Swiss tourist experience.
This is the first time that we've ever stayed in a shared dorm style room.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15.
15 people.
I don't think anyone got a lot of sleep last night.
But being surrounded by mountains like these, with my favorite person beside me, is honestly priceless.
Today, we find ourselves in the beautiful, beautiful town of Interlaken, Switzerland. So we've got plenty to show you, even though I think it is kind of a small town, but we're starting off strong and we are going to take the gondola up to the top of the Interlaken point and get a scenic overview of what everything looks like.
This is our first time ever in Switzerland and we're right in the middle of the Alps. It's gorgeous here. I really can't wait to get a good view from the top.
Our second funicular?
Yeah.
Spelled with an F though, isn't it?
Yeah, funicular.
Funicular. It's our second funicular in like 2 days.
It's basically just a train that goes up a really steep incline.
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always, you don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the I'll be with you always, you don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end.
Oh, you don't gotta do anything. It looks so good.
Really?
Yeah. There you go. This is my favorite point.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. I feel like I'm about to get proposed to again.
Yeah, it's not happening. Not again.
Now that we're up here, it's really obvious why this place is called Interlaken. Interlaken means between lakes, and there are two huge turquoise lakes on either side of the town. That one is Lake Brienz, and that one is Lake Thun. And the huge mountain, the tallest one behind me, is Jungfraujoch.
That one right there.
Yeah, it's the big one. That's a helicopter. Wow. That's also a perfect segue into my next point, which is Interlaken is the adventure capital of Switzerland, and some people even say of the world. There's a ton of like really crazy high adrenaline sports you can do here, like skydiving, which is probably what that helicopter is for. Hopefully it's either that or a rescue. There's also paragliding, whitewater rafting, canyon swings and canyoneering. We looked into doing all of those things, we seriously considered it. Not only are those all very scary, they're pretty expensive. The skydiving alone is $1,300. We're pretty much just here on a sightseeing venture. I think we are gonna do a couple hikes. In the future, this has definitely made our bucket list. We want to come back here and try some of the really scary stuff too.
Well, we're trying to figure out the right direction to start our hike, but we don't really speak the language, and so we're trying to match up the name of the hike that we found on Google with the signs, and we're not having very good luck so far.
The hike we want to do is about 2 miles, but some of these are over 10 miles, so
we want to make sure we get on the right one.
I think we found a trail that's about 2 miles, and okay. And since we're starting at the top of the mountain, we're gonna be hiking on the ridgeline I'm just gonna stand still. We're gonna be hiking along the ridgeline the whole way, so it should be real pretty. Wow, you can see where all the paragliders are coming from.
That's so cool. I've been wondering where they come from.
I know.
Yeah, there's like 5 of them right there.
We didn't.
It's fun to think that we are officially hiking in the Swiss Alps. It's only going to be a couple miles today, so it's not much, but I think it still counts.
Everyone we're walking by on this trail has way better hiking gear than us. They've got like sticks and hiking boots and like hiking pants.
Yeah, full backpacks. Probably
Water.
with more, yeah, probably with more water than what we have. We have jeans and basically city shoes on.
It works though.
Also, to be fair, if you want a real review of the hikes at the top of the Funicular up here, they're okay. They don't really lead to very many vistas. This is the most open view we've gotten of the town so far. And honestly, the skywalk view that we got at the very beginning was probably the best that you're gonna get.
These pine cones are dropping.
All right, well, we're gonna get out of here then. We were actually just on our way to drop some stuff off in the room, and then we were gonna go out and get lunch, but this is actually the perfect time to give you guys a little bit of a hostel tour. This is the first time that we've ever stayed in a shared dorm style room, and so I wanna show it off real quick, because it's actually not that bad. First off, we're in kind of one of the smaller rooms. There's 7 beds in total, and Natalie and I have claimed this bunk right here, and they've got a really smart system for you at the front desk when you sign in. They basically give you a letter for the room that you're in. So everything that you have is denoted by this letter. So for one, you pick a bed and you hang it up here to show which bed that you've chosen. And then you also get a towel. And so you get a towel with your letter on it. Everything is based off of a key card. So you can just scan your key card and it'll open your locker so no one else can get in. This room was completely booked out last night, so all the beds were full. But everyone was in bed by about 10 o'clock. Everyone woke up around 7 a.m. It's just very quiet, and honestly the loudest thing in here is just like squeaking. Yeah, there it is. It's really squeaky floors.
The big reason we decided to finally take the leap and stay in a shared hostel is because Switzerland is way more expensive than the other places we've been by a lot. Most of the rooms we've stayed in other countries have been $45 to $50, maybe $60 a night. This place, with the shared accommodations, is $130 a night. The shared hostel was a way to make it more possible, but it's still more expensive, which is why we're not going to be here for that long. I guess to wrap it up, we do have a bathroom in here. There's also some down the hall with some showers, and my favorite part of this room, not all the rooms have this, we got lucky, we have a balcony. That view is incredible. The view out here is amazing, but probably my favorite part is that you can actually see the peak of Jungfrau Mountain.
I think it's right there.
Yeah, it's the snowy one. It also has the world's highest train station by elevation. They call it the top of Europe.
It's hard to stay real in a world full of fakes. It's hard to find truth when the liars are great. I'm trying my best to stay out of your way.
We just had our cute little picnic in the park, and we chose this park specifically because this is the landing spot for all of the paragliders in the area. So for the past 35 minutes or so, we've seen probably about 15 or 20 gliders come and land right in front of us. We are going to try to get a little closer to see if we can maybe catch one up close landing.
Even if you would not want to do some of the crazy adventure sports in Interlaken, coming and watching the paragliders land is a really fun activity. And it's like right next to town, so
Yeah,
it's a good picnic spot.
it's a close second to actually doing it. They're coming right at us. That's so cool. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the air right now. Wow.
That's so cool.
So we can't see exactly where they're starting from, but I'm pretty sure it's behind this hotel, like behind the mountain a little bit. That's where they're all coming from.
When I was reading up about this, they were saying that they start at the top of a hill and they run down, and then at some point you just kind of lift off.
Sounds really fun. It's fun watching it.
Yeah, it sounds less scary than having to jump out of an airplane. Interlaken sees a lot of tourists, and we weren't really sure where to start with everything. So we joined a walking tour that showed us around town. We got some really nice sunset views over the town, and of course, its turquoise river. After the tour, we went out to dinner with our new friend. Jimmy and I got cheeseburgers, which might sound unadventurous, but I will have you know that they had Swiss cheese.
That was perfect, thank you.
It's bright over here.
Oh gosh. We did not get much sleep last night. So I think we discovered the bad part about having shared rooms.
We got off way too easy our first night, but last night we got the real shared hostel experience.
Yeah, someone checked in late, so they came in around like 11:30. They went to bed immediately, which was fine, but then they started snoring. The loudest snore I've ever heard in my life.
It's a very gross snore too. I won't go into detail, but it was unpleasant and very hard to sleep through.
Although no one else was talking in the room, I could tell everyone was awake. I don't think anyone got a lot of sleep last night.
Yeah, I guess that's what we signed up for with the shared dorm, but wow. Today we're leaving our hostel where we've been staying, and we're actually leaving Interlaken. We're going about an hour away to a different shared hostel that is on top of a mountain.
We've got a 30-minute local train and then a 25-minute gondola to get there. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, this place is not accessible by car. You can only take the gondola or hike. So it should be really remote, and I'm hoping it'll be really scenic.
Spitting shade in the cold, it's just my bad temper. What am I supposed to do? When the flame's going high with my bad patience, I hate it always falls on you. But you know it's not about our love fading. You know it's not about, yeah. You know it's not about our love ending. You know it's not about. It's not about us. You know it's not about us. You know it's not about us. You know it's not
I'll take that one.
All right, 63. We just hop on?
I guess so.
They don't stop. Wow. Oh, we have our own gondola.
I did not expect this.
I know, this is so nice. It was not cheap. With the discount that we got with having the Euro Global Pass, it was still 50 francs for both of us for the one-way trip. So everything's pretty expensive here.
Welcome to the First Barn, Top of Adventure. Great having you on board. The journey to First takes 25 minutes. Enjoy your journey.
want the good, want the bad, all the feelings. Want you happy and sad in between them.
All right, so the place that we're going, it's called Grindelwald Fürst, spelled like first, so it's a little confusing.
The shared hostel is also a mountain guest house. We're pretty excited about this. We've never done any stay like this one. We have heard a lot of really bad things about the food that they have at the restaurant, so on our way in we stocked up on some groceries, and I think we're just going to try and fend for ourselves.
Yeah, we will be there for 2 nights. They do serve breakfast, so we just need to cover lunch and dinner. Is it leaking?
Probably a little.
I see a little bit. Okay.
Yeah. It's super rainy today. Otherwise, I think that it would actually be pretty busy, and it would be unlikely that we would have a cable car to ourselves. Do you think this thing opens?
Let me just try it.
Sunroof! Oh, it's very wet. Oh. This is really rocky.
Get out now?
Yeah.
Hey, you got the bag?
Yeah.
All right, where is it? I'll admit it's a little bit more cloudy than I would have wished, but I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that it's going to clear up tomorrow because we have one full day here tomorrow.
I'm so glad we booked 2 nights. We have a second chance at good weather.
Thanks.
We're the only ones here.
Wow, look at this room.
How many people does this sleep? I gotta count, hang on.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15.
15 people, and it's just us.
All right, so we got to take these, right?
They look like they've been slept in.
I don't know.
We could just move the mattresses around. Right?
We could double stack them.
Oh, no way. We could do a Princess and the Pea type scenario where there's like 10 mattresses. How much am I gonna trust this thing?
With your life.
Yeah.
Oh, that was commitment.
We've decided to go with the beds on the corner instead of the front and center ones. They're ruffled up like someone has already slept there. I think we're gonna take these, and I think sitting here we can actually see the view.
Yeah. What he said.
Up there. Come back, come back.
Oh my.
See, this is how you enjoy such a tall room.
If I see anyone coming, I'm gonna get so startled in the fall.
You're doing pretty good.
It's already really high up. One of the major perks of our mountain guest house is that after the cable car makes its final trip for the day, as hostel guests, we pretty much have the whole mountaintop to ourselves, which meant that the skywalk, which usually has at least a 30-minute long line, Jimmy and I got it totally to ourselves. We had an early dinner of peanut butter sandwiches in the room, high-fived for saving some money on dinner, and watched the sunset from our room.
Holy moly.
What?
What are you wearing?
Everything that I packed. Is it bad?
Did we really not bring a jacket?
No, I didn't bring a jacket. Everywhere we've been has been really hot.
And I don't think my outfit is much better, but it's definitely better than yours. This is what happens when they say packing layers and you have to wear every single one of your layers at once because it's a little cold outside. So last night, we slept pretty well, actually. So surprisingly, no one else checked in. So we got the entire 15-bed shared hostel to ourselves. We tried to do a little bit of a star gazing, but the clouds were too much.
Honestly, like it would be kind of cool to meet new people who are traveling out here. I think that could have been fun, but after spending the last 3 nights in a different shared hostel, I was not too sad with having it to ourselves. It was actually pretty nice and peaceful.
Yeah, it was a nice break. So as you can see, we've already shed our layers, and that's because we have started a roughly 2 to 3 mile hike to a pretty popular lake. But what we're also looking out for are these animals called eBikes, which I'm pretty sure are in the ram/goat family.
I'm not sure if we'll get lucky enough to see them. I think we might have to hike much farther than we're willing to, but we're keeping an eye out.
Oh, look, Nat, it's an ibex.
Cows.
No, it's an ibex.
That's not an ibex.
You two look like best friends.
Aw. Hey, bud. Jimmy.
I don't have any food, I'm sorry. We should like take a photo like this for our thumbnail.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. What's he doing?
It's gonna look this way. Alright, well, I'm doubtful we'll see any ibex, but that was cool to see the cows.
Yeah, that was awesome. I could be there all day. These lakes are unbelievable. Jimmy, in one of your layers a swimsuit?
It is, yeah. Yeah, I'm not getting it.
The clouds have been kind of rolling in and out throughout the day, but we've been lucky for the most part and we've had pretty good visibility. The scenery around here is like incredible. I honestly don't know what to say about it. I feel like it speaks for itself. Our favorite part though, despite all that, is probably still the cows.
At least your favorite part.
My favorite part, yeah, I don't know about Jimmy. There's a lot to choose from. It's really nice here. One really cool thing about Switzerland is that they have 4 official main languages. None of them are English. So there's Swiss German, Italian, French, and then Romansh, which is derived from Latin. So those are like the 4 main languages, but most people in Switzerland, like an overwhelming majority, are multilingual.
All right, that's where we were down there. And you can see it rolling in. So I don't think you're gonna be able to see this much longer.
So I think we're just gonna head back.
The fall is coming, I can feel it. The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin. Tonight the whiskey feels stronger.
So in an attempt to save a little bit of money for dinner, we grabbed a couple of these cans of chickpeas and we're just eating them right out of the can.
Clearly roughing it.
Oh, you just got one.
All right, that's good.
I think one really big thing we've learned being in the country of Switzerland is that because it's really pricey, I think we probably should do a better job next time of like budgeting out the big activities we want to do. Like we loved sightseeing this time and that was the big goal, but we didn't get to go paragliding. We didn't get to go do any of the canyon swings, whitewater rafting, any of the big activities that this area is known for. We kind of missed out on.
We did get to do a lot of hiking, and we splurged a bit to take some gondolas to the tops of mountains, and it's been a great trip. I think when we come back in the future, we might need to expand our budget a little bit more.
Yeah, but I mean, this is supposed to be a full 2 to 3 month trip, so we can't spend all our money in one country.
Right.
So that's why we're only spending like 5 days here.
Yeah. This is our last night in Switzerland, so it's a little chilly out, but we really wanted to make sure that we took in the mountains the last time, because I don't know when we'll be back. And then we'll go back to the States and we will continue van life in the US.
Honestly, we're dying to get back to van life. We've enjoyed this Europe trip immensely and it's something we'll always remember, but it does make us miss a lot of our old life, traveling in a van.
Yeah.
Which is probably good because I know I'm not going to get tired of the van.
This trip has been amazing. I would love to do another trip like this in the future, but for right now, I'm just a little van sick.
But for now, this is where we're going to call it. Thanks so much for hanging out with us in Switzerland. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Let's see you next week.
Bye.
Doing it right?
Uncanny.
Look at you brothers.
A lot of flies. Oh my god, I almost died. Did you see that?
I did see that. I got it on camera.
Really?
That's what you get. That's what you get for yawning at this view. You're gonna fall for it, ready? You're gonna stand up.
Ah! Okay. Ready?
Go.
Oh. That wasn't bad.
Exactly. That works. Ooh, I'm lightheaded.
I bet. I'm heavy.
So in an attempt to save a little bit of money for dinner tonight, we've grabbed a couple cans of garbanzo beans.
Chickpeas.
What are garbanzo? Are these not garbanzo beans?
Chickpeas and garbanzo beans are the same thing.
I guess I was right.
You are, I'm shocked at your confusion over it. We eat
Alright.
this all the time.
All right, I'll say it again then.
Okay.
So in attempt to save a little